We have pro-democracy movements in Eastern Europe. You have movement toward German unification. You have the president standing firmly behind the inclusion of a new Germany in NATO. You have an explicit effort to move beyond containment with the Soviet Union, to integrate the Soviet Union, should it enact a requisite number of reforms, both in terms of its own domestic politics, but also in terms of its foreign policy. All of these things are moving forward. And there's a lot of reason for the president and his chief lieutenants to look at the world and say, this is a great opportunity. But the downside of all of this is that the Soviet Union is losing its influence. It's losing its ability to maintain focus on its, what we would call back in the old days, the satellite system, but also its partners in the world, Iraq, of course, being one of those. When Saddam Hussein begins to marshal his forces in an effort to coerce Kuwait, and then, of course, with the invasion on August 2nd, it is a crystallizing moment for many in the administration, insofar as it's a clear signal that the world could fundamentally be upended. That instability that Saddam Hussein represents is, for George H.W. Bush, a clear threat, not only because you have a regional political system in the Middle East that is under immediate threat, but the spillover effects on all of the good dynamic, the good momentum that we have in Eastern Europe and with the Soviet Union could be upended as well. And so what does the president do? As the internationalist that he is, as somebody who was the former ambassador to the United Nations, as someone who fundamentally understood the value of multilateral diplomacy, we get a significant coalition-building effort. And it begins with outreach to the Soviet Union. You have Secretary Baker meeting with Edward Shevardnadze in Moscow almost immediately after the invasion, and you get a joint statement by the two superpowers that this type of aggression is unacceptable.
Will not stand.
Will not stand. He
says
that in a different context, but that's the point. That is absolutely the point.
In other words, Saddam has literally crossed the boundary. He's crossed the line.
Absolutely.